Good afternoon. Well, it's afternoon here in Cornelius, North Carolina, so I know it's late there. But in any event, you obviously know who this is, Ken Rethmeier. And I am doing this recording as a result of some reflecting I've been doing over the past few weeks, as a result of some circumstances that I'll just briefly describe why, and how they influenced my thinking to say, yeah, I needed to do something. And I'll explain what I mean. When I look back, it was almost 22 years ago, hard to believe, that I left the corporate world after the Navy and created my own consulting firm, the Rethmeer Group. That was one person in multiple personalities, sometimes the evil twin, as you guys know, and he shows up when you don't want him to. And what I learned from the Navy was the 22 years I was commissioned service, 2 overseas tours, one in England, that was a good one, and one as the environmental health and the preventive medicine officer in Vietnam with the Marines. That one wasn't much fun. We made it different because we had an opportunity to help young kids who were in the hospital and to go out in the villages and do some really healthy work, influencing them and getting them to create sanitation systems that just didn't exist. That was 55 years ago. This month, hard to believe. And that was a big change in my life. It came long time after that when I developed cancer as a result of Agent Orange. And I'll be going in and getting some more testing done in a few weeks. That's always a tense time because you don't want to come up positive again. And then here recently, I lost 2 good friends. One of them was a gentleman that was on the town council when I was the mayor of the town of Bermuda Run, 2 terms. And he was a great guy. He was my go-to guy to help me as the mayor because the mayor doesn't get to vote. You orchestrate, but you can't vote. So you have to exercise influence. And Jerry was a great guy. He helped me out immensely. And I had just talked to him 2 weeks before. And then I got a text message from his son saying that he had passed away. And right after that, I keep thinking, oh, brother, this is becoming too often. A guy that I grew up with, and I had gotten him involved in doing Zoom meetings with some high school classmates that we both knew. And he died. And, it caused me to reflect back and say, there were a lot of people that helped me in my time with the Rethmeer Group, which technically still exists. And I am doing mentoring for some students at Maastricht University, it's a lot of fun. And I may tell you a story about that. But anyway, what it caused me to do is to write down a list of who were all these people. The list is over 35 strong that either directly or indirectly, you all made my experience and my time and my hopefully useful contribution to your organizations and the people you serve credit. I cannot express the gratitude that I have as a result of that. I may have had some of the academic and some of those ideas, but you were the ones that helped me to acclimate to what I needed to do to be successful and to help you and the organization you were with in creating a leadership development process using the model that I was fortunate enough to get invited to create. And we used that. And I will tell you that the time I spent with Project Hope, unbelievable. And by the way, I need to do a sidetrack for just a minute. And all of that really got started back when I was a master's student under the guise of a guy named Arnold D. Kaluzny, and some of you people know him. He was my master's advisor. He was the one that approved and actually recommended that I go to Wales during a 6-week summer session to do research on the National Health Service. So I would learn all about it from top to bottom. And it worked out great. And it opened my eyes to a lot of things that have influenced my thinking about healthcare today. And Arnie did that. And then Arnie was the one that suggested, when I was on active duty, I was stationed in Washington, D.C., and actually in D.C. over 15 years, yo-yoing in and out for a couple of years at a time. He was the one that convinced me that I had to come back and get my doctorate, and I did it. And he contributed a vast majority of everything, and he's the one that got me going with Project Hope. And he encouraged me on the other things that I've been doing. And as a consequence, in fact, I talked to him today, and it was same old Arnie, a good guy. Some of you people know him. He's a character, and I was lucky to have him. But if I think back of all the countries I was visiting, United Kingdom, Hungary, Czech Republic, Estonia, Latvia, Macedonia, Romania twice with Project Hope, and another third time in person with the Leaders for Excellence in Healthcare program we created, and the Republic of Georgia. In fact, I was just in touch with that individual not too long ago, and the hospital at the American Hospital of Tbilisi is doing exceptionally well. I went out and looked at it, had an opportunity to exchange some notes, and it was wonderful. And you know, when you think back over time, the opportunities and the people you make create the wealth and benefit and the blessing you have in your life. And you guys are they. I cannot thank you enough. For us, this is the season of Thanksgiving, and this Thursday is that celebration. And the purpose of that is to go back and reflect on the foundations, the principles, the goals and expectations. And interestingly enough, the visions that our forefathers had for this country, and the fact that it is still operating using that Constitution and Declaration of Independence as our guidelines. And I know this year has been tough, but we're going to be okay. And when you think about that, and you think about your own lives, the people you encounter, some by chance, a lot of them by chance, some that you have programmed and been wanting to talk to and be a part of. And for me, having that opportunity to work with each of you in slightly different ways, or many different ways, I should say, I think we created something special. And I hope you do too. So as I close this recording, I'll tell you about two things. This recording is going to be posted and on my Podbean platform, and I will send you guys the link to how to find it, and I hope you will watch it. And again, for me, it has been a blessed time. And I would have never imagined I could have had the great times that I have. I'm not saying goodbye, okay? I'm just saying thank you. I love you all more than you know. And the more that we can spend together, the better it is. And I will end with a short prayer, thanking you, thanking God. And I ask God's mercy and benefit for you from me. Amen. And as we used to say in the Navy, I wish you fair winds and following seas. And the last part is, oh yeah, go Navy, beat Army, because we play Army on December 14th. So keep cheering, folks. We got to win. But on a more somber note, I really appreciate it. I hope you appreciate my speaking to you in such terms. I know it doesn't happen often, but thank you.